back with another video. And in today's video, guess what? Nitro Type did more updates, so we'll be doing more update covering video. This is going to be the last I do in a while for update videos, unless Nitro Type drops another update, which at this point could be entirely possible. So yeah, Nitro Type, basically the basic idea of this video, Nitro Type is removing the leaderboards. Nitro Type has released the new cars, the spoiler ones, and they've animated them. And I think that's it. So before we get started, it'd be great if you can like and subscribe, maybe share this with your friends, comment down below. Yesterday's video had a lot less views, but maybe that's a good thing because a lot of the other videos have been getting a lot of views. That could just be because someone's reloading the page a bunch of times. But like I said, don't do that. Just comment down below and like if you like it, and if not, let me know why you didn't like it. Okay, so if we go to the news, and I'm not going to read this word per word, but I'm just going to skim through it. Let me pause the recording and then come back when the news is loaded. And we're here at the leaderboards. If I hit read more, as soon as it loads. Okay. So we see leaderboard changes. They say, hey, this is just a blog post. They have an image of the leaderboards. So they've had a great time updating Nitro Type, and I'm going to read this because this is cool. So you can expect a lot of cool new features to buff up your favorite bits of the game as well. Everything from brand new ways to obtain limited time animation cars to new social goodies, stickers, customizables, and more. So obviously they're talking about the item shop, and they're also probably talking about Season 30. And I am planning on asking Nitro Type headquarters if Season 30 will be X-Max or something different, and expect a video if I get an answer. If not, I don't know. But they're really busy, they probably won't respond. But it's always worth a try. So they're super stoked, of course. And then they tell us basically that they don't want to update new parts of the game unless, of course, the old parts of the game are working properly, which makes a lot of sense from either a game standpoint, a business standpoint. You want to make sure your stuff's working. You know, you don't build something and try to add new things on when the shell of it doesn't work. You know what I mean. I'm not good at making analogies. So then they say that they've been tracking the leaderboards and those haven't been meeting expectations. So they're trying to basically make it so it's fun and healthy. And I'll give you an example of how unhealthy the leaderboards have become. You need to be doing about 500 races a day, I think, just to make top 100. And I might be wrong. I do 70 races a day. I almost never do more. Yesterday I did less. Back in season 22, that was a few months ago. Actually, no, that was like a year ago. That was over a year ago. It was like a little theme. It was like a little summer themed season. It was good. I did 20 races a day, every day, for 2-month season, maybe 1 month, and I scored top 200. I think either top 200 or top 300. I can check that later, but I believe I was top 200 or 300 by doing 20 races a day at 75 words per minute and about 90% accuracy, so not very high point efficiency. I can now do 70 races a day at about 105 words per minute. Today I averaged 111, which is insane. Like, I've gotten my average up to 111, but my daily average has never been that high. At 92 to 95% accuracy, 70 races a day, so that's a lot higher point efficiency, and I'm top 500, and I'm lucky if I can make top 500. That's just goes to show you how high point efficiency's been. So then they drop the bomb on us. At the end of season 29, we'll be retiring the season leaderboards entirely. Okay, I'm happy they're taking away season leaderboards, don't get me wrong, but I'm disappointed that they're not going to replace it with some other type of leaderboard. Obviously, just racing isn't very competitive, especially for me. I'm not fast, but I'm fast-ish. Like, I'm on the faster side of players. So most of the people I race are bots. Not like, I mean, I've raced botters, but like just internet bots that Nitro Type made, or ghost racers, which are like real accounts that have not been active. So Nitro Type turned them into bots for them to use. So then they just say they move it down to the drop down menu, and then they say as always have a great race day. And today I did have a great race day. So yeah, and I'll even check if I go to leaderboards. Okay, and you can see the leaderboards are still here, but I want to see my ranking in Season 22. So obviously this is a botter, average 204. You can't be grinding that high, and I don't know, I could be wrong, but that looks a lot like a botter. That looks a lot like a botter. That might be legitimate. That's legitimate. Might be legitimate. Yeah, I would say that's legitimate. A lot of keep the leaderboards. Yeah, no thanks. So if we go to Season 22, that was for the first 10 minutes of Season 22. I actually ranked pretty high because I was on vacation and I was sick and I was racing on an iPad. Season 22, and I was ranked. Oh, really? Okay, for the majority of that season, I ranked top 200. And oh, I know. At the end of that season, I stopped racing, and I fell back pretty fast. But there was a season in here I was ranking pretty high. Maybe it was 21. Season 21, I didn't do bad. I go to Season 29. Let's see what I'm in right now for Season 29. 355. So like I said, it's gotten a lot more competitive. I'm very happy. Obviously, there's an obvious, or it looks like an obvious botter in first. You can't grind that level at 204 words per minute average, but I could be wrong. Who knows at this point? And then there's another thing that's huge. They have released the spoiler cars into the game. Now, I don't know if this is just going to stay on this one account, or if this is just to see what they're going to look like. I believe these are item shop cars. Like I said, I'm going to email Nitro Type, ask if they're still doing X-Max. But I go to nitrotype.com/racer/Colin Furs 2020. So Colin Furs is the YouTuber that built those cars. He has 10 million subscribers. He's like a British guy who wears a tie and nice clothes whenever he works on stuff. I don't know. If I go to that, I'll actually pause recording so you don't have to watch it load for 5 minutes. So as you can see, Colin Furs, and that's a glitch, of course. Colin Furs has these cars. He has the screw tank, that's animated. I go over to the hover bike. That's animated. That I really like that, actually. And then that car, jet bike, like that as well. Now let's put him back to the screw tank. And if it shows up, which it's not going to, well, that's convenient. Trying to make a point and it won't show up. Oh well. Anyway, you can see they were animated. So this may not be permanent. So as you can see, he's only done 3 races this season, which makes me think it's an account made by the admins. I highly doubt Colin Furs plays Nitro Type. So before you get that idea, it probably isn't real. But I think this count is just to model the cars, to show the players what animated cars are really going to be like. And then I think they're going to be added to the item shop. Right now, you can obtain them by, it's I don't know, it's like a hidden achievement now, but you can't, it's really hard to obtain. You'd have to work on it for 2,000 years before you actually obtain this. But yeah, so this is just further adds to my point. These are not Season 30 cars. They're not going to model Season 30 cars on an account. Well, they might do that. I don't know. Knowing Nitro Type, they'll do anything. But I really think that these aren't going to be Season 30 cars. I'm sorry, my face cam is really laggy, but I might turn that off. But I think that's pretty much it for today's video. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, share this with your friends, comment down below, all that good stuff. Don't reload the page. If I'm gonna get 10 views, I want them legitimately, not 20 views and not legitimately, if you guys know what I mean. So thank you all for watching. Make sure to have a wonderful day. Like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.